Hi, I'm Kevin Silvis. I'm the designer of ExoShip, and I'm going to go through my solution to the ExoShip Solo Challenge number 6. Um, in this challenge, we're trying to keep Tammy Gomez alive for the entire trip from Earth to Axios. For a lot of the solo challenges, there's not a specific solution. It's just kind of trying to get the highest score you can based on the setup. But for this one, I had a specific solution in mind. So this was mine. I'd be interested to see if anyone else comes up with any other solution that keeps her alive and also gets enough points to win the game at the end. So this is our setup. Tammy starts up face up or rift side up. And so we can see on the first turn, she's under threat from Sevas Kim. So we'll have to figure out a way to get her out of danger for the very first suspicion phase. So our first decision is which founder to sway on the bottom rank. If we pick Sarah, we can use his ability to replace Kim with the top card of the deck. So that will move it so that the arrow won't be pointing at Tammy Gomez anymore. And then we can sway Gray Bernal, and that will give us a new young generation Rift founder on the next turn. So that will be helpful. Let's go to the next event. This one, the influence arrows extend beyond adjacent founders, and we would discard a young generation high rank founder, but we don't have one. Okay, so here, I guess if we look ahead, our next event is going to be Midlife Crisis, and that's going to be a problem for Tammy Gomez because her ability lets her move a midlife founder to the young generation. So if she uses that on herself, then when we get to the midlife crisis, she'll be in the midlife generation and would be replaced by that event. So the only other thing we could do is let her age into the elder generation and then try to move her later with El Montero's ability. But I think the solution I like the best is just to use Pax Mejia's ability to just not do midlife crisis at all and flip that event card instead. So on this turn, our two actions are going to be to sway Pax with L and then flip midlife crisis. So we just don't have to deal with that. Okay. Then that's the end of that turn. There's no suspicion. So this event, misinformation, influence arrows point in the opposite direction this turn. So that's going to put Pax in danger from Natalia and Tammy in danger from Valentina. But this turn, since Tammy's in the elder generation, if we don't move her, she will die at the end of this turn. So we're going to use first L's ability to move Tammy to the midlife generation for our first action. And then our second action is going to use Tammy's ability to move herself to the young generation. So, also during the event phase, we lost Pax from this. I forgot to do that. Okay, So now we have Natalia is pointing, her arrow is pointing at L because of the misinformation event. Okay, next turn, we have to put out 2 additional founders because 2 died that round. We're at tribunals. We swap the highest and lowest elder rank founders, but there aren't any, and there's not a Rift member here. So we're moving on to the action phase. In this one, we can use Kim's ability, or use Kim to sway Gray. And then we need to move Tammy one more time to the young generation again. So this will the suspicion phase, Ivan's going to catch Gray, but that's going to shift everybody else up. So that puts us in a good position going forward here. Next, we're at polarized time. There's only 5 founders. We have to put a 6th one out in the young generation here. There's no high-ranking Rift founders in these positions here. So we can take our 2 actions. Here we're going to move Tammy again to the young generation. And then we're going to sway Eduardo Serra. Then suspicion phase doesn't catch anybody. We flip polarized time and take 1 more action at the ion storm. We don't, this doesn't catch anybody on the top row here. So for our 1 action this turn, we're going to use Kim to sway Ivan, Medina. And then we have our next turn is Mutiny. So we have to discard the captains. That gets rid of Sophia. And we have 2 Rift founders in the top row, but not in the young generation where this would catch somebody. So we don't have to discard anybody. So we get 2 actions here. We're going to sway Pax, and we're going to use Pax's ability to flip Mariposa over to Axios. So fortunately we had Pax available to do that this turn. We also could have sacrificed Ivan to flip Mariposa this turn, but using Pax is a little more efficient for action economy. All right, and then we're moving forward to our last turn. We can use Valentina to sway Gray, and we can just forfeit our last action because we have all of our founders are Rift founders here, so we have the maximum possible score at Axios of 9 points. So that's my solution. If you have a different solution or anything, I'd love to see it. Thanks.